Tiniestofchibis here, and we are back with Genshin Impact. What time is it? 53. That's fine. So we're gonna continue on this, and zhongli is here, and I can do my little shippies because
boy! Now this is a surprise.
Like as you know, I ship zhongli and venti, so like whenever they're together, I get so happy. I'm surprised nobody's talking about them. Maybe I should take some pictures and be like, should I do it on this account? Maybe not, but I'm gonna do it anyway. How do I? Oh, I was like, I forgot how to get to my camera. I was like, how do I get to my camera again? My lazy ass. Just gonna cut that off. I do not want my URL in the thing.
Mr. Zhongli, I hope you are well. Xingqiu, what can you tell me about Mr. Zhongli? He seems like somebody very important.
Well, he is the GOR.
Yes. He's held in very high regard in Liyue Harbor. He's extremely erudite in many different domains of knowledge.
Allow me to introduce you all to Zhongli, a consultant at the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. His expertise is limitless, stretching from the celestial orbs to the terrestrial ores, spanning modern and ancient culture, delving into literature both prosaic and poetic. He may be my subordinate, but he is certainly a qualified poetry expert, and so we have invited him here tonight to judge the compositions.
I'm just gonna scroll in a little more. Just taking pictures.
The director exaggerates. I am but vaguely acquainted with a few lines of classical poetry. Should you consider me to be remiss in my appraisal of your own compositions, please correct me.
Yeah, enough with the modesty already. If I didn't know better, I'd say you seemed nervous. Just focus on judging.
Please rest assured that I shall rise to the occasion, Director.
Sorry.
Let me do a quick count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Great! Equal numbers on both sides. Huh? Are you counting me too?
It'll be fun.
Okay, fine. But consider this a favor.
So Paimon doesn't
With our
count.
Fontaine friend present, perhaps we should rename this event to the Three Nations Congenial Poetry Gala. Also, I'm just noticing that Paimon should only count as a half teammate at most. That kind of puts Team Traveler at a bit of a disadvantage. Well, how about this? I'll join in as well. Director Hutao, here to help out in your hour of greatest need. What does everyone think?
Naturally, the more the merrier. Being the host of the festival shouldn't stop you from having the chance to enjoy it like the rest of us.
Then it's settled. Everyone else in the audience, feel free to join in too and support your favorite team.
Scroll out a bit. I am just taking pictures because I have this uncanny need to.
What about me? Shall I keep track of the score? No need for that. The teams are just a formality. We're all friends here, and this isn't intended to be competitive. But what do you think, Judge Zhongli?
Sorry, I'm going very slowly. I'm just like, I need to take pictures. I mean, I don't need to take pictures, but like, my unnecessary need to just kind of fangirl slightly over ships and stuff. And just like any fangirl, any close interaction, like, cause they're like, just look at how like Venti's looking at zhongli, and like I feel like they're looking at each other a little more than necessary, and maybe that's just me, but I'm like, ooh.
I concur, Director.
I mean,
Moreover, It would be disingenuous to impose upon our friends from Mondstadt and Fontaine a competition in which they are judged on how rigorously they can adhere to Liyue poetic conventions. Since this is a congenial poetry gala, should we not begin with inspiration and finish with friendly conversation? The aim being for all participants to enjoy themselves.
Gosh, like, Zhongli's voice is so nice, like, and it's so weird to think about, cause like the voice actor for Zhongli, he also does Hawk from Miraculous Ladybug, and he also does Shiro. I think that's his name, Shiro. Like he does the main villain in Persona 5, both the original and Royal. So it's like, so if you're kind of into like the yandere Zhongli, just listen to the fucking voice the two genres. I'm like, alright, okay.
That's a relief. I was so nervous about this, but it sounds like it's gonna be pretty relaxed.
And also wouldn't be fair.
Couldn't have asked for a better judge. Zhongli said everything I was supposed to say, only far more eloquently. So, without further ado, I shall pass the baton to Venti. No problem.
Like, I know I shouldn't be doing it.
Friends old and new, put on your thinking caps and take a deep breath of fresh air. The second stage of our poetry gala will now commence. Matching couplets.
Go back to showing them together. Well, I guess I can scroll a little closer, I guess. Look at them standing next to each other. Let me just stop shaking. This is why I have to do it really close to me. This is why I wanted a better view. I probably should have had it on the
Perhaps I could break the ice with a humble contribution to inspire others to share their brilliance. Please listen to the first line in the couplet. Lounging in luxury inside a Shinue kiosk booth, delighting in countless contemporary tastes.
What? He managed to think of one already? Oh, he seems like a real expert at this.
I mean, technically, he kind of is because he's a fucking writer, so...
Shinue Kiosk. Should that be paired with Lily Pavilion? Or are they too similar for a couplet? Oh, this is pretty difficult.
Shinue Kiosk. Contemporary tastes? I guess I should pair the modernity of their VIP dining experience with an emblem of the past. Ah! Maybe where I was training that one time. That was quite ancient. The weather was terrible that day. Okay, I got something. Surrounded by history, outside a Tianheng Pass pavilion, as lightning sets the boundless tenebrous skies ablaze.
Wow! Chongyun completed the couplet!
Shinue Kiosk is a renowned modern restaurant, while the mountain pass of Tianheng is a prominent historical landmark. These two iconic locations form a complementary pair.
I think I had some Zhongli is like, you know, I've been I don't know, I had this thought like earlier, like months ago when Twisted Wonderland came out, or like sometime after it. I was like, man, I'm like really getting into dragons for some reason, like dragon men, because it's Zhongli and Marius and they're both dragon men, and I'm like, I really have like a thing for them, so I don't know, maybe there's a type. I don't know. But then again, that doesn't apply to all the guys I like, so, I mean, but there's also Nicolette, who's also a dragon, so...
The imagery also contrasts rather well between the two halves of the couplet. One half describing a leisurely and comfortable indoor scene. The other portraying a hazardous outdoor scenario where there is no protection from the elements.
Huh? I was just describing what I experienced that day. I guess I just got lucky. Alright then. I guess I'll start the next couplet. Mind pines for Mingyun, flesh confined to Chingsa, spirit striding high on Zhuyun's clouds.
Oh, Chongyun, you dark horse. Looks like you came to play today.
This conjures the image of one with lofty aspirations, whose life is limited to a small town, but who awaits the opportunity to one day ascend above the clouds. The use of various locations for their symbolism is quite novel indeed.
Oh! Soul shines like jade stone, dressed in finest silkware. Lucent heart still beats within me now. Wow, how did Noelle do that?
A superb line. It employs the metaphor of precious stone to describe one of noble and moral character, with a pure and clear heart. The symbolism in this case is centered around objects. Truly the work of a skilled poet.
Of course, Zhongli would be all like, "Ah, yes, stone. It's a rock. I am rock. It is stone. This is good." Oh shit, that reminds me. I was trying to read like this thing where like, cause I thought about the concept of Twisted Wonderland and Genshin mixed up, cause they're both first dog and they're both gotchas, and then I'm interacting with both at the same time. So it did flirt in my head a couple times, but I'm like, how would it work? And somebody wrote like something like a crossover 2 kind of thing, and I was like, and I just kind of, I wasn't like reading it. I was just kind of glancing just to see what the archons would be, because I was thinking more of like comparing them to like current like things like contracts and all that jazz. So, which now that I think about it, will probably be a kind of a pain in the ass, because you have both Riddle and Azul, and they're both kind of like contracty, because rules and things would be like a similar aspect. Actually, no, because Justice would be Riddle, contracts would definitely be Azul, freedom would be Kamal, just because of his personality and stuff. Though personality wise, that would Ida screams that because of the, you know, he's like, cause if you've seen the water archon, she's like official. So and then, but love would have to be Malleus, because of how his things are. War would probably War. Okay, which one were we look? Okay, no, it's passion. It's wisdom. No, freedom, contracts, wisdom. No, wait. Eternity. That's what it is. I'm trying to remember in order. Freedom, contracts, eternity, wisdom, justice, and then fire is supposed to be next, so passion and then love. If I'm not mistaken, those are the 7. So Ida would be passion. I feel like he would be better off in passion. Love would be Malleus. Freedom would be Kamal. Justice would be Riddle. Contract is definitely Azul. So, passion. What does that leave me with? Wisdom and eternity. Wisdom and eternity. Wisdom and eternity. Wisdom and eternity. That would Like, that's kind of hard, because just to assign Leona or Vil into one of those two categories. Because whichever one I assign to which category would kind of excel the other one. Because, well, you know what? Actually, Leona should be in Wisdom, and Eternity will go to Vil. Because, you know, he wants beauty, and what is eternal but beauty? If eternal beauty would be something I feel like he would want. So, let's give that and that. Though I feel like given the Archon's things, I feel like it would be the other way around, like personality wise, and their backstories, but that's not the same as them. And yeah, actually no, yeah, that works out because that works out. Leona Wisdom. Because he's smart, he's just very lazy. And, you know, you can be lazy and smart, so let's go for that. Yeah, and Kamal would be a nice starter. Anyway, I like how I get distracted so easily.
That was a commendable couplet.
All thanks to your guidance while we were out on our inspiration walk.
I forgot to take a picture.
I'd like to start the next couplet. Up into the misty karst, down among the grassy marsh, all for lotus seed and bird egg soup.
Lotus seed and bird egg soup? What is it, Diona? Did you think of a second line for the couplet? No. Everyone's poems are so complicated. I need more time just to understand them. But when I heard lotus seed and bird egg soup, it made me think of berry and mint burst. Maybe because I mixed a similar drink recently.
North beyond the Starfell Lake, south across the windswept plains, just for berry squeezed and mint infused.
Fuck! We got Trevor talking! Ah! Like, oh my god, they actually fucking did it! They actually had fucking Nueen fucking talk! I'm surprised. I am shocked. I am astounded.
No wonder everyone praises the traveler so highly. You answered so quickly.
Both halves of this couplet require intimate knowledge of the terrain in question and the local plants that may be found there. The two of you are clearly both seasoned travelers.
Does this mean I helped? Meowza!
Hey now, Zhongli. Don't just praise everything you hear. You should question and press them a bit. Don't worry about upsetting anyone. After all, I'm here to take the heat. Allow me to try another. Qingxin has no heart. Still, it soothes the human heart.
Is she talking about the medicinal effects of Qingxin? This is a hard one to match.
The Shin part of Shin means heart. The flower itself has no heart.
Sweet dream is no dream, yet it nurtures people's dreams.
Sweet dream. Does that really match?
Since the suitability of the match has been queried, I shall act according to the director's wishes and ask you, what is the link between Sweet Dream and Qingxin?
I don't know why I got all giggly. This is what happens when you're a fucking weirdo. Anyway.
Oh, you mean eating a delicious dessert before bed will make you sleep well, right? You're amazing!
Because Shell's there to protect everyone. Sweet dreams are made of these. Who am I to disagree? Travel the world.
Then I agree. The two halves of the couplet match. This point is well deserved.
I'm sorry. Like, And you know, obviously, Zhongli knew his Xiao was there. I mean, Venti does too, but nah.
Points for me, points for thee. This judge gives out points for free. But if you ask me, everyone's being a little too conventional so far. Let's push the envelope a little. Go nuts!
Oh? In that case, why don't you finish this one for me, Hu Tao? Round moon in the heavens, full moon at night. Celebrate with circle of friends.
Oh, square meals in the basement. Big bowls of rice, decorate with cuboids of meat.
Huh? What the?
Fuck.
Ah, we have ourselves a pedant's couplet. The two halves have no thematic connection, yet each word has its perfect parallel, meaning the two halves do form a cohesive whole. The strict pairings make this no easier to achieve than a thematically coherent couplet.
Blah, 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 blah. So verbose. Zhongli, just tell me if I got a point or not.
Of course you did. I presumed it went without saying.
To Chongji, I walked 100 miles. At Guili, I ended my march. In Dihua, the silver grass grows in 2 styles, but horsetails don't trot out the marsh.
From vendors, I bought some 15 steaks. At dinner, I sizzled the lots. At pressure, the tenderloin cooks in 2 ticks, but 15 won't fit in the pot.
Huh?
So that's a pedant's couplet. I don't think she can do that too.
No, you can't buy
I
one.
got a one. Wolf hooks can't hook Baron Bunny.
What?
Aw, that's a cute couplet.
Sweet flowers can't outsweet Sister Barbara.
Can you not?
Huh?
Now, that's the passion we like to see. Although, unfortunately, your response was technically 1 word too long.
In that case, Whopper flowers can't whop Jumpy Dumpty.
Oh, this monster's got talent.
I'm so relieved I at least managed to get one.
Nestling by a roaring fire, scent of tea wafts from the stove, reading through the heart of clear springs. Wow, Noelle came up with another one! Come on, match the couplet. Paimon knows you can do it. Do you really think Paimon has what it takes? Fine, Paimon will give it a whirl. Nestling by a roaring fire, scent of tea wafts from the stove, reading through the heart of clear springs. Seething in the pouring rain, sword of pain swipes at my foe, beating up the eye of the storm. What? Really?
Yes, very good. The image of challenging powerful foes in the harshest of conditions seemed to manifest before my eyes, and it was perfectly juxtaposed against the atmosphere of leisurely reading with a cup of freshly brewed tea.
Really? Maybe Paimon has a knack for this after all.
Travel only got like 2-3 lines. No, actually like 2 lines because you only did like 2 poems, I think. And now, back to silent protagonist. God.
It appears that my services as a judge are no longer needed.
Hold on. Please don't move. No! Please don't move. Okay. Shut up, you. Go away. Stupid ass fucking notifications. I need them together. Hold on, let me stand up and take a couple more pictures. Shut up. I can feel the judgment. Or is it just me judging myself? Anyway. It's also clearer. I don't have this shit all fucking... Look how cute they are. Ah! It's like, ah! In high spirits and laughter, the couplet continues late into the night. As the host declares the day's events over, Cabra whispers.
Paimon's so happy! Paimon managed to match a bunch of couplets at the end. You did hear them all, right?
I really enjoyed myself too. I never knew Liyue's couplet poetry was so much fun.
You were amazing today, Noelle. You did so many couplets. Paimon especially liked your one about reading Heart of Clear Springs. Paimon never could have thought of that.
Someone's sad.
Miss Kelly Roy, are you okay? You look like you're getting tired.
Don't worry, I'm fine. Thanks for asking. Although, I do have a question I'd like to ask. Have all of you read Heart of Clear Springs?
I haven't, but we'll just say I have, because I don't remember.
I haven't actually read it.
My dad told me the story once. It's about a spring fairy and a young boy.
Oh yes, the story of a spring fairy who left her homeland and met a boy under the moonlight in a faraway land. The boy poured out his heart to her, and she listened to his stories. Over time, the boy grew up and began to develop feelings for the spring fairy. But the spring fairy didn't understand human love and was afraid that making a promise to him would ultimately end in tragedy. And so, I don't know if Diona's father mentioned the part about the kiss to her.
In the end, the spring fairy left the boy and was never heard from again.
Ah, yes, that's it. Many years went by, and the boy became an old man. But he never stopped believing that the fairy was real, and not just a dream.
So we
Sounds like a tragic tale.
So, what do you guys think of the spring fairy in the story?
I'm sure she made her decision with the best of intentions, but the boy couldn't hope to understand why she left. It's a shame that the misunderstanding never got cleared up.
Well, do you think she should go back and see that boy again, if she ever had another chance?
She's the fairy.
But isn't he an old man by the end of the story?
Isn't it a bit late? What if it just led to more regrets?
No.
Sorry. No. Maybe I'm being too pessimistic.
If Paimon was that boy... Actually, Paimon would definitely want to see the spring fairy again, no matter how old Paimon got. After all, she's the love of his life, right?
I see.
Oh? Looks like the party's still going strong over here. Are you coming up with more couplets? Need my help?
Stick to hosting, Tone Deaf Bard. If you get involved, you'll only match every couplet yourself and not leave any for the rest of us.
I never knew you had such a high opinion of my abilities, Paimon. But the couplet games are all over now. Tomorrow's theme is freestyle poetry.
Do we have to share our own poems with everyone?
That's right. If you're not feeling confident, don't worry. It's never too late to register for Venti's Poetry Cram class.
I'll sign up.
Oh, me too.
Y'all are gonna have to pay some beer.
Hold on there,
Wine.
Buster. Before you start peddling your classes, just how much freedom is there with this freestyle poetry exactly? Aren't there any requirements at all?
It's as free as the winds that blow. And there's nothing freer. There are no limits to genre, form, content, or anything else. So long as it comes from the heart, you're welcome to put it into poetry. Give it a try. There's no better chance to express your innermost thoughts.
Whoa, that's almost too much freedom. Paimon can't decide which way to go. Our travels? Or maybe all the food that the travelers cooked for Paimon. Will you come too, Kelly Roy? Paimon wants to see what you write.
Oh, yes. I'll be there.
Ugh, my nose is starting to itch again. All right, I shall leave you to privately ponder your poems and bid you all good night. See you tomorrow.
Poor Diona and poor Venti. Because Dion is a cat, and Venti's allergic to cats. So, and actually, no, I am not going to go into that. I am not going to go into that because that leads to some weird shenanigans that I don't really want to put into the universe. But, yeah, we're not going into that. Nope. We are not going into that. Nope. When did I start this episode? And what time is it now? I think it was like, what? It was like 50. Yeah, it was 53. But what time is it now? Is the valid question I have right now. 24. So yeah, I could technically end this episode here. But I wanted to show you guys something real quick. Sorry. Checking something. Okay. So we're down here. I want to minimize the walking I have to do. So we have to go up here. You know what I need to work on? I probably need to work on, because it is Sunday. It's this way. I don't know if I've mentioned it before. Shit.
What's the hurry?
I didn't want to bother you.
Gather!
Fucking piece of shit.
Yahoo!
Freeze!
Damn it! Gotta move, didn't you? Piece of shit.
Solidify!
Yeah! Here we go!
Cool it!
Okay. So, I think it was supposed to be over here. No, there it is. What are Dylans? See? They're just here. Chillin'. It's fucking neat. Like, they're just hanging out there. Oh, he's up here. I don't know why the fuck I went down. Like a dumbass. Okay, so I gotta fight her anyway. We are in a process of things right now. Just because I have to go up to 50 doesn't mean I can't. Actually, hold up. Yeah, I need to work on all that shit for them. But yeah, these two right here, these Adolans, they're overlooking the water boss. And like, as you know, when you first start fighting her, like she's like, she basically, the water boss is all like, are you an assassin from the homeland or just a fool that trespassed? And then all that, she goes on to her little rants. So these are technically kind of like assassins from the homeland.
We're not frozen in place after all.
Those two are like assassins. Anyway, which is kind of hilarious because they're all immune. So I don't know how that works out. Anyway, with that, we're going to end this episode here. So for now, Tiniestofchibis is signing out.